Now, say more about the blockchain and sort of what you see for the future of that technology, because my understanding is there's other use cases other than just currency.
I mean, within the Bitcoin blockchain, there's a couple of use cases. It's good for timestamping, and it is good for identity, wrapping your identity to the Bitcoin blockchain. But outside of that, again, it goes back to that point of these other altcoins. I have no interest in what people are using blockchains for. The blockchain was designed for use in Bitcoin, and it works perfectly well. It's now been almost used as a marketing term to sell.
Right, because I hear about it. You know, the future of banking is going to be on the blockchain. The future of securities trading is going to be on the blockchain.
No, it's just not. It just isn't needed. It's Bitcoin, not blockchain. That's what you need to remember. It's somebody using an opportunity and they're selling the marketing of it. But let me explain what a blockchain does, and then I'll tell you how inefficient it is. Blockchain is literally the best way to think of it is, obviously it's a chain of blocks, but think about it as floors in a building, right? And every 10 minutes a block closes, and that sits on top of the next block. But imagine you're building a building, each time it's a new floor. And what the blockchain does is every time a block is created, that keeps all the transactions that were collected up in those last 10 minutes by the miners into that block. And it cryptographically protects that. And what happens is, as more blocks are built on top, the transactions below them are even more secure. Now, most places tend to wait for 6 confirmations to confirm a payment. But what that means is 6 blocks have been built on top. Okay? The best way to think about it is people may want to go and create fake transactions. But if they want to go and create fake transactions, they have to create it in the previous blocks while new blocks are being built on top of it. So they have to rewrite those blocks. So just imagine you built this floor in a building. You're like, crap, we got something wrong. We got the bathroom wrong. Need to change the bathroom. That's kind of easy. Yeah. Or we need to change the roof, whatever. Imagine doing that now. You've got 6 floors on top. You say, we need to go and take that floor out and rebuild it. You have to take them all out to do that. And that's what a blockchain is. It's slow. It's cumbersome. Like I said, it's every 10 minutes, the Bitcoin to create a new block. But all it does is keep a bunch of very basic data on transactions. Using that for other, wanting to do fast transactions or lots of other things with big amounts of data just means lots of data builds up. And I'll show you where this becomes really important. So the Bitcoin blockchain has been running for 12 years, currently holds 320 gigabytes of data. So you can run a node on your computer, probably on your laptop. I know I can do it on mine because mine's 512. The Ethereum blockchain, which has been running less than half the time, has 4 terabytes of data.
Okay.
So if you want to run a node, you either have to have some impressive hardware setup, or you probably have to use a service like Infura with Amazon. The point being is, you, me, someone in Santiago, Chile, someone in Nepal, and anywhere in the world who can get a computer with 512 gigabytes and an internet connection can run a node. You can run a node with a Raspberry Pi.
What is the advantage of running a node?
Well, everybody who is running a node is keeping the system decentralized and supporting the network. So we want tens of thousands of those. But secondly, you are validating the transaction. You're trusting someone else's node. When it comes in, you know that Bitcoin is yours. You know 100% it's a valid transaction because your node runs the consensus rules and it checks that those transactions are valid.
Is that going to slow down your computer by doing that?
I mean, if you were going to run a node, my suggestion is you get a Raspberry Pi or a separate laptop and you do it on that, rather than run it on your main computer. But a lot of people run those. This is the point. This is what keeps it decentralized. So you look at something like Ethereum. Honestly, I don't know how many full nodes there are, fully validated nodes. I'd be surprised if there's more than 10. There maybe are. But that's not particularly decentralized. And this is the idea of this technology. The reason you have a blockchain is keep these things decentralized.